All that I am today, I owe to my parents. From bringing me into the world to raising me into the young adult that I've become, I couldn't be where I am today without them. They've made countless sacrifices for me and have taught me so much as they've guided me throughout life. And not only were my parents selfless enough to give up so much to raise me, but they also did it for my two brothers, so that we could have the best lives possible. Also, here recently, they show the same love for my 3 foster siblings. To quote Randy Posh, I won the parent lottery. While I do have this amazing support system, for as long as I can remember, I've always been a very self-motivated person. My parents always wanted the best for me, but they never were the type to pressure me into being the person that they wanted me to be. Albeit they have been very protective of me, they do let me try what I want to and be who I want to be. For example, my sophomore year of high school, I decided that I wanted to run cross country. My mom looked at me like I was insane when I told her that I wanted to try running, but she took me to practice every day and cheered me on at all of my races. She didn't push me to join. I did that for myself. She just supported me along the way. Originally, she thought that I wouldn't last more than a week, but I continued cross country for 2 years. In school, I've always had good grades. My parents would love me all the same if I failed my classes. Getting a B on my report card wasn't a big deal to them, but for me it felt like the world was ending. Sometimes my personal drive for success only magnifies my failures, all because I'm too hard on myself. Just about no one would say that they like failing, even though failure is one of the best teachers. One of my biggest failures came right before my freshman year when I tried out for Butler's volleyball team. I had played all through middle school and loved the sport. I thought I was pretty good, but the coaches thought otherwise and I didn't make the team. Being cut from the team made me feel worthless and only made my self-confidence issues even worse. I was already nervous about starting high school while knowing no one, but now I wouldn't even be able to do what I loved. Little did I know that this failure would lead to me deciding to play tennis all 4 years of high school, which has been one of the best decisions that I think I've ever made. Playing tennis has been one of the highlights of my high school career. And to think, I wouldn't have even tried out for the tennis team if I hadn't have failed. This failure, along with all my others, have taught me lessons but are also hard on me. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and my boyfriend for helping me to get through the hard times. I wouldn't be the same person that I am today without the support and encouragement from all of them. In particular, my father has always offered me this little piece of advice. Strive for excellence, not perfection. When you first hear this, it may seem belittling or an excuse to tell yourself it's okay not to work hard. But for me, it means to give it all you've got and know that whatever happens, you did your best. Even if you do fail, if you give it your all, there's nothing to be ashamed of. As I've grown older, I've gotten better about accepting myself, failures and all, and just pushing myself to the best of my abilities. A couple weeks ago, I played my last tennis match for Butler. It was the region quarterfinals, and if we won, my partner and I would have gone to state. We went into the match knowing that we were up against an opponent that was ranked higher than us, but as seniors, and it potentially being our last match, we gave it everything we had and left it all on the courts. We lost, but I'm proud of how hard we fought for it, and I'm content with how we finished. I've come to learn that nobody's perfect. I can't win every tennis match, no matter how much I want to. Everyone has failures, but everyone has things they should be proud of as well. Each person is perfect in their own way, and should be proud of what they've achieved. In my life thus far, I have worked hard at everything I do, and I have come a long way in accepting what I can't change about myself. No matter what happens, I am proud of myself. Failures and triumphs. From the day I was born, and for the rest of my life, I am me. And I love me. As Dr. Seuss once said, "Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." So I want to leave you by saying, you aren't perfect, But work hard towards what you want, and look optimistically on your failures.